I absolutely love living on a dime. Those guys rock it. Let me tell you, she has some of the best looking soap I've ever seen. If I look at that soap and I sit there and go, that looks like a piece of cake. I want to eat that. And Heather has taught me not to eat soap. So I've learned a lot since I've been married to my beautiful bride, and eating soap is one of them. Guys, welcome to the Goin Batty channel. This is our Wednesday night live stream. We've been away for a while from Wednesday nights, and we're so glad to be back. I had a crazy work schedule, and I've got a few more coming up in the month of December, but for tonight, you're with us, and we're glad. Thanks for joining us. We got a bunch of cooking to do for some Thanksgiving prep, and we're going to take you right along with us and tell you about some of the things that we've been up to. Today we put a huge, massive compost pile together. Me and the boys went out. We raked every leaf you could imagine. We did we pulled every stop. These guys did an amazing job. We started composting in the front flower beds, and we started composting in the back behind where the rabbits are, and then we made this huge, massive compost pile heap. So good morning or good evening, everybody. I have been fighting a cold. I am still not 100%, and I sneezed so hard that I hurt my back. So if I'm a little slow tonight on the draw, that's why. But we are so glad that you guys are with us. Let's go check out what Heather's doing. And in the meantime, we're going to show you some of the stuff that we're prepping. Check this out. Look at this amazing food sitting down there. We're just waiting to be put into whatever dish we're making. Here's my beautiful bride. Heather, how are you tonight?
Good.
What are we making?
Okay, I'm starting my stuffing, and I guess since everyone knows with the Goin Batty clan, sausage makes everything better.
Yes.
This stuffing has sausage in it, and then down here I have my breadcrumbs on a really low heat, and since I can't let them sit out overnight because we gotta be someplace tomorrow, I'm drying them. I'm kind of drying them in the oven. Yep.
It looks amazing. Yep. It looks amazing.
So I've got it set on like 170. So we're gonna, and thanks to Daryl over at Two Family Homestead, I went and got a I'm sorry, a wooden spatula.
Yes, and you gotta love the dollar store because they come up with some of the best stuff.
Yes, I got it at the dollar store. It was
Hi, Living on a Dime. Thanks for joining us. You guys rock. Thanks. Hi, everybody. I just saw a bunch of names scroll by. We're mobile, so I can't be on the computer, but Katie's troll slaying for us tonight, and we are so glad you're here. It's like that. In many ways, I just love like that night before Thanksgiving, just like the night before Christmas.
We had Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. I roasted a turkey. We had mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts and green beans and gravy, and my daughter didn't know the gravy was made out of the giblets and the neck, and she's like, "What? I've been eating it for 14 years and you haven't told me this?"
You've been eating chicken neck.
No one told me.
No one told her. So, but I'm gonna go get this stuff out from the Watergate.
Was it traumatic?
It was a little, because there's been a couple things that I thought that I found out have not been true. That there's a couple songs I thought my dad wrote, and then I heard them for real, and I'm like, "What? You didn't write these songs yourself?"
That's right. I never did it myself. As everything falls out of the pantry. Well, here's the deal, everybody. We're going to be here. Let me back over here. We are going to be cooking a bunch of stuff tonight. Heather's got obviously her stuffing that she's working on. This is next level stuffing. Okay, it's like breadcrumbs and onions and all kinds of spices, and then it also has sausage because, as you know, sausage makes everything better. And then, as if that's not enough, we're making a Watergate cake tonight. What else are we making?
I have to make salsa.
Salsa. So we're not doing guacamole?
No, because guacamole you have to do it. Sorry. Guacamole you have to do the day of, or your avocados turn brown.
Well, holy guacamole, we don't want that to happen.
If you make your guacamole and you have to make it like an hour or so before, if you take plastic wrap and you push it down on top of your guacamole, that'll keep it from turning brown for a little while.
it keeps it from turning oxidized.
Oxidized.
That's it. Yeah. And yes, Mike, sausage is almost is better than salt and butter. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. So.
He would have liked what we did this morning for breakfast, where we did the Dutch pig.
Oh yeah, the Dutch pig is the bomb. We did a dish this morning called the Dutch pig. It's a very it's very bad for you. This is not heart healthy stuff, but man, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
It has sausage and bacon. And
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Corned beef.
Let Tara know that her soaps are off the hook. They just look amazing, and she does a great job with those. Shout out to you guys.
Eggs don't go in the pantry.
Eggs do not go in the pantry.
Eggs don't go in the pantry.
That's how it gets going when we start cooking crazy.
That'll get smelly after a while.
You can use a little lemon juice from turning brown if made that night. There you go. Oh yeah, they smell fantastic.
I put lime juice in mine.
Yeah. We're gonna go back over to Heather and check out what she's doing. Okay.
And it's still.
Join me.
If I let it sit overnight, it'll be brown.
It won't do what I want it to do. There it goes. It's doing it now. All right. Sorry, guys. We'll try not to move around so much, but here's where the magic happens. What do you do after this, babe?
Well, I'm going to drain the sausage, and then in this pan, I'm going to saute the vegetables and the herbs. And you kind of have to do it in a whole lot of butter. So
you gotta love that.
We'll do that next.
Okay, cool.
And Katie is going to be making the Watergate cake.
Yes. Yes, she is. She's very excited about it too.
And if people have questions for me, because I'm cooking, I can't see them.
We'll shout them out to you, okay. No problem. I'm working on getting our live chat up to Katie's troll slaying, and we'll just be running around a little bit like crazy people, getting ready for this wonderful holiday.
We would sit down and do it, but I got too much to do before tomorrow.
Well, a little bit of our story has been the hecticness of the season, and we've just been, schedule-wise, it's been outrageous. I mean, we've just been busy. There's a lot of meetings at work at night, and so we're able to get together and do some of this fun holiday prep. So I feel like I should be following Heather around, but
I'm just pulling stuff out
she's pulling out ingredients. So
I got it pulled out,
here, I'll turn you around so you guys can see me. Boom. See what's going on back here. So this is typically Heather cooking is here. She's at first in the refrigerator trying to figure it out. Yep. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about what we've got going on over the next couple of days. I'm actually on vacation from the church, and I'm going to be on. We're going to family and hang out with family tomorrow, and it is just an amazing time when we hang out with them. Lots of games, lots of fun.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole weekend off. So most of the weekend we're not off, but we are going and doing a Thrive Life appearance at a local craft show. And so we'll have a booth out there, and we'll be answering questions about Thrive Life. We'll be showing people what the product is and telling them about how they can get involved, and it's really kind of fun. So I'm going to spin around here, and while my wife is getting all these ingredients out, I'm going to stir the sausage a little bit. I'm the official sausage stirrer, so I hope you guys don't mind watching me cook. That's kind of weird. But I do like cooking. I just got to do it under supervision, or I'll kill somebody. Not really. Garlic everywhere.
Excuse me.
No problem. Hey, hi everybody. How are ya? Uh-oh, I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun. Katie's coming with me to that Thrive Life thing, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm pretty excited about it. So do you guys have any favorite holiday plans that are coming up that you guys like to do? I'm sorry about that very bright light right there. Any holiday plans that you guys, it's kind of a must on Thanksgiving? What do you do? Oh, by the way, watch this right here. Look at that right there. See that? That's our 14-year-old teenager. She does that a lot. See that? She's dancing and doesn't realize everybody's watching her. Let's just pause for a minute and zoom in on her. Here, let me turn that around. And that way you guys can really see it. Yep. A song in her heart, folks. the entire time. Look at that. She's got an earbud in. Both earbuds in. So she doesn't, I don't know if she really knows that we're watching her. Oh, yep, there she is. Is that too funny or what? She's getting a clue.
We're videoing you dancing.
Hi.
I dance like my mom.
What?
I dance like my mom.
I didn't know your mom danced.
She doesn't, that's the point.
Well, look at this awesome. This is what goes into Heather's salsa right here. We'll give you an ingredients rundown. She's getting it all put together.
I was wondering why people were asking what song it was. I'm like, wait, what?
So Heather, give us a rundown on the ingredients. What's going to happen?
All right, so in my salsa, there is your tomatoes, your jalapeno, your garlic.
Lone Star Living!
Yay!
Hey!
We're so glad to see you, hear you, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of see you. Okay, so.
Dance like it's 1999.
I have my jalapenos, my tomatoes, I've got my limes, I've got my garlic, I've got my cilantro, and then I add radishes to my to my salsa.
Yep.
So it gives it a little bit of a crunch.
Just real quick,
awesome.
let me give you a rundown. Best coffee in the world, right there. You make it out of a pot like this. We stopped using. We kept throwing money away on all these coffee machines, and we got this at Meijer about a year ago. And this has done everything that we've needed it to do. It's an amazing coffee pot. It makes coffee. It is very dependable. The other thing right beside it is this can right here is our compost can. So anything that is biodegradable will go in there, and it'll either go to the worm farm or it'll go to the compost pile.
Excuse me, I gotta stand in front of you.
No problem. She's grabbing bowls.
Yeah, I gotta grab bowls. I need my.
Oh man, that could come down at any moment, folks. So if you guys, I don't know who's coffee drinkers out there. I like my coffee very simple. Ooh, look, she's straining stuff. Let's go over there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, wonderful blessed life. How are you? She adds zucchini to her salsa.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I remember her saying that.
Yep. I do like cowboy coffee. I like it simple. I don't like a lot of junk in it.
Is it cowboy coffee done through a sock?
Yeah, I like sock coffee.
Ew.
Is that gross?
Ew.
Heather thinks that's gross.
That's gross.
Oh well, it's gonna happen.
Watch me and my ginormous knife.
Okay, so Heather's gonna cut herself now.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so.
I like my coffee several times a day. Well, you know, I use this pot and it makes it so much more reliable than the machines that I've been throwing money away on. The Keurig, that's way too expensive for us. The Mr. Coffee machine, after you use it, it breaks down. I'm sure there are ones out there that have lasted a really long time, but there's just something about a fresh, percolated coffee. I would love to grind my own beans. No, I'm just kidding. I know you said beans. Let's
So now
see.
we put our butter in, because we're going to put in our
Hi, Donna, Terry.
our aromatics, which is our onions, our celery, our garlic, and our herbs.
What's an aromatic, babe? What's your toe?
It's your things that have a smell to it, like your onions, your celery, your garlics, your herbs. Those are your aromatics.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We found our Keurig at Goodwill. That's too funny.
Oh, I gotta tell them about my find.
Oh
today.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You,
So, let me-
I'll grab it. I'll grab it.
Okay,
Wherever.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in here.
Where is it?
It was, I don't know.
Hey, Kate, go find the new thing. The.
All right, so I'm putting in the onions and the celery and the garlic, and I have sage and rosemary and thyme in there. So we're gonna saute that until it's just kind of translucent. Oh, that smells so good.
Oh yeah.
That smells like Thanksgiving.
It doesn't really matter what you cook at this point. Just having that on there is awesome. Hey, you could start every dish with that exact same thing.
People has pumpkin roll cake for tomorrow. That is awesome.
I think Trinity made it.
Awesome.
Well, that's good, because I like pumpkin roll cake.
Yes, my mom makes an excellent pumpkin roll cake.
Except Trinity might.
I need a paper towel, please. Or not a paper towel, an actual towel.
So we're gonna just, I'm gonna turn that up a little bit, and we're just gonna get
like
these
we
all.
get them, and then we use them all in one shot, and then we put them downstairs.
Get these all translucent. Just let those go for a little bit.
Okay, so Heather went to Goodwill.
No, I went to, it was a local thrift store.
A thrift store. Here, I'm going to turn you around so you can see
Yeah.
us. All right. We'll rejoin Heather in just a second. So we went to this, she went to a local thrift store here in the Dayton area, and I'm trying to think of, you know, my wife is fun to buy for because she loves like tools for the kitchen. So I can go pretty much anywhere, buy a tool for the kitchen, and she's a happy camper.
I used to have to tell my dad, because my dad didn't like to buy me stuff for the kitchen because he felt like it was useful, and he never wanted to buy anything useful for Christmas. He wanted to buy fun. And my mom finally had to tell him it was like power tools for the kitchen, and he was like, oh, okay.
I get that, yeah. Well, look at what she found at that store for $2. I think that's an awesome find. We needed a teapot.
Yeah, tea kettle. We learned that tea kettle. It's different.
It's different.
Yes, our English friends taught us that.
Yes, our
it looks like
UK
it's never
friends.
been used.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's really clean inside, and it is actually good because I've wanted a teapot for a while, and haven't had it because I eat oatmeal in the morning, and this makes the oatmeal a lot easier. But the funny part is, I had an order kind of in hold on Amazon because I knew Heather wanted one of these, so I canceled mine.
I'm putting a little salt and pepper in this too.
Salt and pepper. Here, let's go back to the.
That pepper is super fine. I have to be careful. It makes me sneeze.
Oh yeah, I can't sneeze right now. I'll hurt my back.
No, that'd be bad.
Make me cry.
Yeah, don't do that. So a little salt and pepper in that, and they're starting to get that translucent look to them. So we're just going to give them just a few more minutes.
Awesome, it looks great, man.
Yeah, and that actually I'm going to dump the sausage back.
Here comes the sausage.
There you go.
What do you do with the grease, babe?
I put it in a jar.
You put it in a jar?
Yes, and I keep it because like bacon grease and sausage grease is actually really good to cook things in. So it's my jar of fat. There it is. It's my jar of fat.
Yep. Did you know this little known fact about bacon? That once it's cooked, you don't have to refrigerate it.
That just seems, I don't know.
It seems weird, but it's true.
It seems weird.
Where did we get the strainer?
That actually was given to me when Kevin worked for the restaurant. There was a lady that was getting rid of all of her canning stuff.
Yep.
And that strainer was in that canning stuff, which I really like it. It's good for little jobs like this where you're just doing like meat. Now, if you're draining potatoes or something, it doesn't work. But I have a big pot that has a strainer in it for like potatoes and pasta and stuff like that. All right, so this is all done. So we're gonna pull the bread.
Oh, I better back up then, eh?
We're gonna pull the bread out of.
Here's our lovely trash can. Sorry you had to see that.
Pioneer Way says make soap out of the fat.
Yeah, well, I've seen people do that too.
It's bacon soap.
Bacon soap. Hold on.
Where are you going, my love?
We're actually gonna move over here because I'm gonna have to mix this in the pan.
Alrighty. There's our house. Sorry, guys. Kind of flinging you around. Look at these awesome kids. Miles is doing ice around my computer. That should be fun to clean up later. And Katie's rocking it out to the newbies.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'm gonna put this in my ginormous roasting pan.
Actually, I'm watching on the
And I didn't make this bread because I just ran out of time to do everything. So this I actually bought, and this is just like Italian bread.
Yep. And it was cheap Italian bread too, right?
Yeah.
It was like $2.
It was more like little rolls, and I just pulled them apart.
But it was $2, and it was $2 for a very large package of them, right, my love?
Yep. Watch out, Kate. Don't want to burn you.
All right, now this is awesome right here. Look at this stuffing.
It actually may need a little more butter in it, so might have to melt a little more butter.
More butter? That sounds awesome.
That sounds great. Butter's good.
Nobody's arguing with butter. Look at that, guys.
So we're gonna toss this around and see how it looks.
I know, I cannot, You know what's so hard for me is our Walmart will have like their used bread section, and it is so cheap. The used bread section has like
it's a day old bread stuff.
Huge long loaves for $1. You know how hard it is for me to walk away from anything that costs under $1? We used to have a rule when I first got married to Heather that when we went grocery shopping, we wouldn't buy anything over $1. Now you can't do that anymore, but back in the day it was a lot of fun. I couldn't believe it.
No.
So anyway, this is what happens next with the stuffing after this? Kind of give us what's the next thing.
I'm actually going to put this in the refrigerator and wait until tomorrow morning to put the stock in it.
Okay.
Because you have to wet it a little bit. But because I don't want it to get soggy. Nobody likes mushy stuffing.
Nobody likes mushy stuffing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put a little more butter in it because I had to double the recipe because I'm feeding a small army tomorrow with this stuff. So there's me and Kevin and our 4 kids, and then my 2 brothers. My one brother has 3 kids. My other brother has 3. Well, they both have 3 kids now. I forgot about that. And then my mom, 2, and possibly my grandmother and maybe my aunt if they're coming. So we're
cool.
Move some of this. I'm just flinging it everywhere. It's okay. Here.
So you're gonna put the stuff in it tomorrow and then bake it tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll bake it over at Mindy's house.
Yeah.
Chris and Mindy's house.
Okay, so that basically will be covered with foil or saran wrap?
We'll probably cover it in foil.
Okay, so Kate, will you grab the soil? The soil.
The soil? No, we're not covering
the foil.
it in foil.
Wow.
Okay, so we're gonna put a little more butter in this. Just to kind of...
Mike's diet's going to have to go on hold, said living on a dime. Yeah.
Well, I don't make this all the time. Like, the only time I ever make this is at Thanksgiving or maybe Christmas, but we've actually kind of gotten away from the traditional Christmas food. We have Feliz Navidad at Christmas. We have fajitas and stuff, so...
Yeah, the Feliz Navidad came out from, you know, you always have kind of those boring Christmas meals, and you wonder if anybody actually likes them or if they just eat them out of being nice.
You get tired of turkey and ham and everything.
Well, yeah, we're killing turkey and ham for Thanksgiving. We've got plenty of that going on. So what we're gonna do is do Feliz blah blah blah, and I'll tell you a whole story about that later.
Okay.
Feliz Navidad, and they're gonna do fajitas.
Yeah, we do fajitas.
Love it.
Which guacamole and salsa makes more sense when we do fajitas. But that's, you know how like you make something and that's the thing that you wind up making for the rest of your life. Like the guacamole and salsa is my thing. It's
like me and Big Daddy nachos.
Yeah, Big Daddy nachos.
Yep.
So we're gonna let this cool down.
Or Daddy surprise.
You should probably put it away before I eat it.
Well, it's got to cool down because I can't put it in there or it's going to get soggy.
Okay.
So,
hey, Katie, will you tell all of our viewers, how do you feel about Daddy surprise?
It's good. Rice. I guess it's good with assistance. Like he's had a couple where it's just like, what the heck is that?
What is Daddy surprise? Can you explain everyone to that?
It's when Daddy tries to cook, and if he
it's just when Daddy tries to cook.
If he has an assistance from a more experienced...
Where'd the cutting board go?
I put it away.
Me?
It's clean.
Or Mom, then he's pretty good at it. And he's had a couple where he's been pretty good at it. But
I used to be in the restaurant business. I used to cook every day. What are you talking about?
But there's been like a couple ones where we've been like... Eat first, ask questions later.
Eat first, ask questions later. Well, that is definitely true. Everyone right now on the live stream is complimenting your jean jacket, Heather. They love your jean jacket. Come here and model. Show us the whole outfit here.
I got this at Old Navy 5 years ago.
You wore that grocery shopping and just never took it off. I think if she had her choice, she'd be in her stretchy pants and her hoodie by now.
Yeah.
I think
I'm already in my hoodie.
Yeah, she's good. She's ready to go.
So I'm over here and I'm chopping stuff up for salsa.
Yeah. You know what? One of the things that cracks me up is there's an image from the show Friends that keeps popping up. It's a GIF, you know, one of those moving images, and it's Monica
with
the turkey on her head. Cracks me up, and it just is so like reminds me of like craziness. So anyway, we will do. Listen, Daddy Surprise isn't necessarily that bad.
It's not that
It ain't that good either.
Okay, but it's I've had some cooking wins, right?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Like let's mention some of Dad's cooking wins for a minute.
Big Daddy Nachos.
Big Daddy Nachos.
You know? Let's just pause for a minute and you guys come over here for a second. Come over here. Let's talk about. I have had some wins. I used to run, you know, before I went back into the ministry, I used to work with a kitchen, and so I did make things, not as good as Heather, but it was pretty awesome food, I think. What were some of the wins?
Probably Big Daddy Nachos. He makes some really good tea. And a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nobody likes my grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich but me.
That's because you use grape jelly.
I love grape jelly. Grape jelly's the bomb. Diggity.
I guess like we're just spoiled with the jelly that Mom makes. So.
Yeah. Welch's isn't going to cut it when you've got a mom who knows how to make strawberry preserves, right?
Yep.
That's just not going to cut it. Yes, Miles.
Big Daddy Nachos.
Well, yes, we've covered that.
We have.
And then.
See, I prefer grape jelly. I was raised on grape jelly, and so that's where I like to live.
We had.
What kind of foods did you order from Thrive Life this week? Sausage, most definitely. Sausage. Yeah, we had a. Thank you to all of our Thrive Life customers, by the way. You guys have been very awesome, and if you guys have any questions, please let us know. You can email us at info.goinbatty@gmail.com. So anyway,
we had one that I wasn't like.
I mean,
that day I didn't have a great mood, so I wasn't cooperating. It was good. It's just I wasn't cooperating well. And we had bacon wrapped chicken, and I was being a.
Oh no, Amy! Hold on. I'm sorry, Amy. You don't have grape jelly in Australia? Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry. I love grape jelly. It's amazing, and you are missing a lot. Don't listen to all these grape jelly haters. I love grape jelly. Grape jelly's like the only jelly I actually like.
I just got jalapeno juice in my eye.
But you're wearing glasses. How did that happen?
Right in my eyebrow.
It like squirt.
Just a little bit got down there. That is not fun.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Is she okay?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like
it's just a little bit.
Don't cry, Mom. It's just a jalapeno.
Shut up, Miles.
Okay.
I love you, but.
Go back to my computer.
Okay, so anyway, what were you saying?
Well,
Finish your thought.
We had bacon wrapped chicken, and I was being a bad person that day. And I said I didn't like it, but I actually did. But
Bacon wrapped chicken? You liked it?
That was pretty good, except I was just not cooperating. I will admit it. I am not a perfect person.
That's all right. Hey, grape jelly is an acquired taste. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
It's like sushi.
When they're grape jelly. Yeah. Not sure we have grape jam or jelly in the UK. I'll be darned. I didn't know that wasn't an international thing. I just was assuming that was an obvious one.
Maybe it goes by a different name.
Can I help you?
Okay.
Because you keep going like.
He's been fixing his hair this entire time behind us. It's that pre-adolescent hair flip.
It's the teenage guy flip.
Oh wait, back to cooking.
So if you don't want your salsa super runny, you need to take out this stuff in the middle. So
wait, show us the stuff in the middle.
Like the pulp and stuff.
Wait, come up to the camera, I can't see it.
The pulp?
All that stuff goes away.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm going to dig all that out. And actually I squeeze them a little bit to get the extra juice out of them.
Extra juice.
So that way our salsa isn't like super
salsa-y?
super runny.
Oh.
My salsa, whenever I make it, it's always runny, so I don't have a talent for making salsa.
And I do my salsa in the food processor.
Yep.
It's just because Kevin doesn't like super chunky salsa.
I don't like big chunks of tomato. Never have been a huge fan of that. But the way my wife makes it is amazing. I will actually do something goofy. What I'll do is I'll buy a can of salsa from the store and I'll throw it into the blender and I'll blend it up so it's really fine, kind of like they do in the restaurants, because I just don't like big chunks of tomato. And I know it's different for everybody, but that's just one of my quirky little things that I do that drives my wife nuts, I think.
It doesn't drive me nuts. I don't particularly care for like huge chunks of tomato. I actually like the restaurant style where it's
what exactly
chopped
is
up really
clotted
fine.
cream?
Clotted
Recipe
cream?
for pumpkin butter, please.
Pumpkin butter.
It's like apple butter except pumpkin.
Yeah, I've actually never made pumpkin butter, but I have eaten apple butter.
We have had pumpkin butter.
We've seen pumpkin butter out at some of the local markets that we visited.
Yep. Clotted cream, I think it's kind of like, isn't it like
cottage cheese or
sour cream a little bit?
I don't know what clotted cream is. That sounds new to me.
That's a Great Britain thing. Clotted cream is like they use it more over there. I've heard of it being used here, but it's something that they use over there more than we do here.
Have you ever tried Vegemite?
I have not. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it.
No, I've heard of it. I've tried it. No thanks. I mean, all honor to our Aussie friends, our friends in Australia and New Zealand and anywhere else this stuff exists, but no thanks. I just can't. They are laughing at me now. Okay, that's funny. All right. To my girl. Oh boy.
Sorry.
All right. So, clotted cream is a cross between whipped cream, cream cheese, major yum. Love Vegemite, Aussie off-grid. Okay. Nice tomato trick, Heather.
Taking the stuff out?
Yep.
I use Roma tomatoes too because they're not usually quite as juicy. And this one had a bad spot in it, so I had to...
Oh, you can put clotted cream on scones and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. Sweet and...
I had this recipe for like lemon scones once, and they were really good. They were from Co-op.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
So I'm not going to do that other... I think we might have enough here with just those tomatoes. If I need more, I'll put more in there. But okay, all those seeds out.
Don't drop it in there.
Wash that off.
See, that just went into the compost pile.
That's the compost bucket. We don't...
Clotted cream is made a special way, very thick.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be born into Vegemite. Ha!
I've kind of heard that. Like, you have to... Like, it's something that... I think, like, only Australian people really like... So I'm going to cut those little... The tomato belly buttons out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's they said true. That's funny.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this is the salsa right here.
So
this is where it starts.
I'm sorry, I'm like concentrating and I'm not talking.
Don't cut yourself.
Yeah.
Now, do you put onion in this too, sweetheart?
I need a purple onion and Miles can get.
Ninja Miles!
Go around. That way you don't bump the camera. Slow down. Fresh ground cilantro seed will make that salsa pop.
I have some
coriander.
fresh cilantro here that I'm gonna use. So yeah, it's right there.
It looks like parsley a little bit.
Yeah, but it does.
It is not popolo.
No.
There's not popolo.
We never got the popolo seeds, did we?
No, I think our plant.
Popolo can taste like soap sometimes.
Yeah, it can be really strong. It has a cilantro taste to it, but you have to be very careful. You can't use the same amount of popolo as you use cilantro because it's a lot stronger.
And it can taste like soap if you use too much of it. That's one thing I did notice about the thing.
Nobody wants soapy salsa. All right. So does anybody have any questions? I can answer questions while I'm cutting.
They're looking for a recipe for Vegemite.
Vegemite?
Yes.
I don't. That you'll have to ask Aussie off grid. I have no clue.
Yeah, I think that's who they're asking.
Because isn't it? It's sold in a jar. I thought.
Yeah.
Like in the grocery stores and stuff.
Yep. I don't really know, but yeah. And this is interesting, seeing right beside your salsa. That just cracks me up.
Pistachio pudding.
Pistachio pudding.
That's for the
Watergate cake. Get the sour. There's a sour cream cookie recipe that people are talking about.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
I've put like sour cream in muffins before. And that
I don't know if she's on here, but I need to thank Jatan. She sent me her Martha Washington candy recipe.
Oh, awesome.
So
Jatan, if you watch this, thank you very much.
Yes, because that was really sweet of her. I thought, I'm going to make that because I think my family would really
Bye,
like
wonderful, blessed life. Have fun making muffins.
Have fun making pumpkin muffins, and that sounds amazing too, by the way.
We made pumpkin muffins.
Homemade
Vegemite.
I don't think you can make homemade Vegemite. I don't think I'd want it. The smell might. Oh, I have a rough enough time when Heather tries to make sauerkraut.
Ooh,
I love sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut.
Granddaughters and I are baking cookies this weekend. 2 family homestead.
Nice.
That's awesome. I love family time like that. When everybody gets together and makes food and then I get to eat it.
I'm not
I
sure
love that.
when our
I love cooking with
girls' time making stuff is going to be.
Donna Terry would like you to send her a jar of salsa, please.
Now
Yeah.
this is the fresh salsa. I don't can this. This is
Nope.
just you eat it fresh and it.
We carry it to your house. We'll hand deliver
Yeah.
that. How about that, huh? They are also doing annual hardtack candy with Papa. Awesome.
Oh.
That sounds fun. We've talked about the candy routines that happen in this house during the holiday season.
Okay.
Retired and prepping just said she just made pistachio salad.
Ooh.
It's a new one.
All right. So,
Gotta go. UK basketball is on. See you guys later. Thanks for joining us. We're so glad you guys came in and checked
do they
things
play
out. Hi,
basketball?
Isabella. Isabella is cooking like a crazy person right now. She's got like, I mean, a whole army to feed.
Wait,
so she,
Isabel or
Isabel, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't
And
that?
Amy T's making
Yeah.
teriyaki chicken meatballs.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yep. That sounds really good, actually. Yeah. So we've got Heather's got quite a bit of cooking. She's getting together.
Yeah.
But not nearly to the extreme of some, man. I mean,
I know.
when you host it at your house, it's a whole different ballgame,
Yeah.
you know? And I think right now we've been blessed that we haven't had to host things at our house because of the crazy days that we've been having.
Yeah. Well, the move and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I feel bad. I don't feel like we're quite as entertaining tonight because
Yeah.
we're watching me cook. But I couldn't do the live stream sitting down and have all this stuff done by tomorrow. So kind of just have to take it as it is.
Yeah. The pie turned out great at Living on a Dime. Make sure you're checking out their channel on a regular basis. I hear that they're having some free shipping and some good deals over on their website, so you need to head over to their website and buy all of their stuff. You're very entertaining, Living on a Dime says. Never feels like you're nervous on camera. We're not. We're just too goofy to even worry about that.
All right.
Here we go. We're going to make some noise now.
All
Get
right,
ready.
Yep, sorry.
Blending it up. We're getting the salsa going. Look at that thing go. Okay. Hey, do you guys see this area of our kitchen right here? When I initially put these cabinets in, we were hoping to put lights underneath there, and we never got to it. Now you're seeing why we need them, because you can barely see anything there. Heather's using her homemade spatula there.
Yeah. Sometimes the best way to get, because these have little like corners in them.
Yep.
The best way to get it out is with your hands.
Absolutely.
So-
And she licked them clean, no worries.
I did
Like
not.
you always
I
do.
understand.
That's more my thing.
So I chop my stuff up kind of separately. Like I do my tomatoes first, and then I'll do like the stuff that tends to be a little harder, like the radishes and the garlic and the onion. So,
Baker's mom just said, "Ooh, Kevin."
this one didn't chop up quite as fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in here, and then after I've got everything else cut up, I'm gonna do it in batches again and get it a little smaller.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did I get the blade?
So we were talking about go to Living on a Dime, check out all of their books, their ebooks, got some deals on them. I'm not saying it right, so go to their website and check that out. Also, if you don't mind, have a look over at the Goin Batty Thrive Life website. We've got some Black Friday sales going on with Thrive Life that we would love for you guys to see. There's some amazing discounted products.
I'm going to turn it on again.
Two Family Homestead says she needs to sell her Ninja so she can turn around and buy the one that you have, which I think is a great idea. By the way, this is what we call a number 10 can from Thrive Life, and
it's our compost can right now.
It's that's our compost can.
Yeah.
But they have
compost cans.
They have number 10 cans of mashed potatoes for $4. This makes a ton of mashed potatoes. It's only mashed potatoes. It's an amazing product, but it was $8, now it's $4. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's
So there's the salsa.
Hey, Katie, can you post the link for the Thrive Life sale?
Yeah.
All right, and then now I'm gonna.
Actually, it's just Goin Batty. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand chop the wash my hand real quick, and then I'm gonna hand chop the cilantro and put it in there.
Don't wipe your eyes.
Yep.
No, don't wipe
touch
your
your
eyes.
And I'm gonna zoom in on the salsa here.
Yeah.
Check this out. Look at that salsa. Isn't that great, you guys? That's fresh right there. I love it.
That's what real.
Hi, Living Like Claire. How are you? So good to see you, Claire. There you go. That's the awesomeness. All right.
I don't have enough room in my kitchen.
Now, those of you who, before you go, hun, those of you who use a knife, this is not going to be big news for you. Those of you who don't use a knife very often, let Heather kind of give you a rundown on how to cut stuff so you're not cutting your fingers.
I actually need my big chef's knife.
Oh,
if we
is
know
it right
where
here?
it is. It might be in that drawer.
I don't know. Is it in the...
It's
I don't see it. Is that your big shelf knife?
No. That's
There it is. Okay.
Because this guy's too little to chop.
All right. So when you cut something, Heather's gonna walk you through how to cut. This is cilantro.
Cilantro. Yeah.
Okay. So Heather, take it away.
All right. So when you cut your herbs, like fresh herbs, what I like to do is I like to take it and kind of squish it together like this, and then roll it like I'm not sure. But like a cigar maybe,
Yep.
or something like that. Sorry, I had to turn my head so I didn't cough on stuff. And then when you're trying to, you're going to kind of pinch it together, and you're going to curl your fingers in towards yourself so that you do not chop your fingers. So, and then you just kind of run your knife through it like this, and then you can take it and turn it and roll it again. Oops, just kind of goes everywhere. But.
And see how those fingers curve so that they're not getting chopped by the
like
knife?
that. So, and then you can just.
And using a knife is so important when you're cooking, and it's an art. I mean, there are folks that go to school to learn how to do this stuff.
And you need to have sharp knives.
Yep.
Like I have a knife sharpener, and I sharpen my knives every time I use them because I've cut myself.
Hi, Krista from the Big Family Homestead. How are you?
I've cut myself more with dull knives than I have anything else.
Yep, absolutely. Well, there's our dirty cutting board. Glad you guys tuned in. No, there.
Wait, I'm getting my limes.
Oh, here we go. We're getting limes.
So I have to walk around you.
Our juicer
Yep, I'm
broke,
sorry.
though.
Yeah.
Our juicer broke. That's unfortunate.
All right, so you're gonna
press them.
Press them and roll them.
What does that do for the?
It
what does
releases
that do?
the juices.
Yeah.
And I need to put a wet paper towel under my cutting board.
Yes, you do. You're moving it around so much.
But it softens them up.
Yep.
And the other thing you can do is you can stick them in the microwave for about 15 seconds, and that'll do it too.
Do you want me to hold your cutting board
Yeah,
again?
hold my cutting board again. Actually, you can take the cutting board away.
I can?
Yeah. Well, no, sorry. No, I need that to cut
I was
the
going to say,
limes
you're
off.
going to cut the limes, aren't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so these don't feel like they're super duper.
You know what's my favorite, though? I love lime in Pepsi. I love lime in Pepsi. It's so good. Lime in my Pepsi.
Okay, so we're going to cut that open.
Having
Bless
cough
you.
syrup in your thing.
So we're going to just squeeze that just like that, get all the juice out. And then I actually will run my fingers through it like this to get the rest of it out. I had a juicer. That was my daughter's, and I broke it. I've actually broke 2 juicers. So this is just the easiest way for me to do this.
Well, that juicer was awesome because what it would do is it like turn it inside out while
Yeah,
juicing it.
I snapped it in half.
Oh, juicer!
Kate, can you get me the salt and the cumin, please?
Cumin.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna cut that guy.
Mercy. I'll tell you what.
That cold is
kicking my butt.
Yeah.
Every time I sneeze, it feels like I got a dagger going into my back.
Ow. That's gotta
Painful.
hurt.
Very painful. It's making for a lovely sneeze.
So we get all this
So if
lime.
you hear me grunting in the background, that's what's going on. Hey.
All the lime juice. There.
Oh yeah, I love that.
All right, can I have a paper towel, please?
Here, I just wiped my nose with that.
No, I don't want that one. I don't want boogers in our salsa. That's just disgusting, Kevin. All right, so we're gonna mix this up.
Here we go. Here you go, my love.
Thank you. All right.
I'm trying not to be sick around the food, but it's not working.
All right, so there we go. So that way it's kind of thick. It's not super runny now. It will leach out some liquid because I am going to put a little bit of salt in it.
Booger free. Yes, living on a dime.
I put just a little bit of cumin in my salsa.
Because it makes it better.
Yeah, it does. It just adds a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit.
It adds a little bit of a taco-y flavor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taco-y.
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 All right, so that is ready to go into the
Man, that
refrigerator.
looks so good. And that'll sit overnight, right?
Yep, I'm gonna
Get a lid on that and taste test it.
get a little taste
Here.
of it.
I'll be
No,
the official
no,
taste tester.
no.
What?
Don't.
Mom's taste testing.
It needs a little more salt, but the cilantro is good, and the jalapeno is good, and the tomatoes, for store-bought tomatoes, are actually really good.
You know, I'll try to make sure that when you guys wake up tonight, there's actually salsa left.
You are not allowed to eat this. I promised I would bring it to Thanksgiving. I like my little salt and pepper shakers. I have a pepper one, too, that's like that. They're really cute. I got them from, where did we get them from? Roll King?
Yeah, Roll King.
Yep.
Here's the other
Miles
one.
Ninja strikes again.
There you go.
All right, so, Miles, honey, can you take this and put it in the sink for me? Miles Ninja. Okay. So that is done, and then Katie can start on the Watergate cake.
Roll King is awesome. You guys
I
are right.
love Roll King.
Yep,
Best
that
place
is the bomb.
ever.
Best place ever.
Make it, Mom, as opposed
Check
to-
it out. So we're gonna clean up a few things, and we're gonna get a few things ready so we can make Watergate cake. And you know, we won't necessarily be able to be on for all of that, but we're so glad you guys joined us. Just one programming note is that this Thursday and Friday we will not be doing the morning Devo. I'm gonna take a couple days off, and we'll start back up on Monday. Also, don't forget, this is Black Friday and Monday is Cyber Monday, and there's a lot of great deals out on Thrive Life you want to check out. And this is a great time to become a consultant too, because you can start earning money for the food that you buy immediately. It's a great deal. So check that out, and all that stuff is on our website. So we're not leaving yet. We've got Watergate cake to fix.
Are we done?
We're not done. We've got more to cook. Is that right?
Yes, so Katie, I turned your oven.
Look at all the things we have to
You're
clean.
gonna teach me how to do this right, because I
Isn't
don't
that amazing?
actually know how to do this.
Yes, I will.
She is on it. Don't worry.
On it.
This is gonna happen.
This is gonna
On it.
Yep. Now, are we? Do we need to wash anything? Wash anything? Wash.
I was gonna do that while she was making the cake.
She. Katie is gonna put her baking skills to the test here on live, and no pressure because you're all friends. This is all we're community here, and she's gonna make your first Watergate cake. So this should be pretty awesome, and I'm gonna zoom in for you when we need
Is it
to.
on paper plate?
Yeah, it's on the pepper plate. Yeah.
Pepper Plate app. We use the Pepper Plate app for a lot of different things, and I think
Stored all of my recipes, so I don't have to have a giant binder.
And I don't have to.
Does
get
Watergate cake come with flashlights?
No, it doesn't.
That was living on a dime.
This is a recipe that my grandmother used to make for every gathering that we had, and it is. Oh, and I have to. Is Michelle on here? Do you know?
From Wonderful Blessed Life?
No, that's Melissa.
Oh, no,
but
I
Michelle
don't see her.
actually sent me a box of Dream Whip. It is very hard to find here around where we are. And you use this. This is kind of like a Cool Whip, only it's in a packet. And It's very hard to find around here anymore. So we're gonna be making that. It's a pistachio. It has pistachio green.
Everybody is saying they have Dream Whip at Walmart, Heather.
Well, you know what? I guess I didn't look at. I went to Meijer, Kroger, and
I'll be honest with you, we don't do a lot of grocery shopping at Walmart.
There's results for Watergate cake.
What?
Goin Batty Watergate
it should be the first
video.
one up
There is a video. We've done this before. So if you want the details with a little less craziness like us going on right now.
Yeah.
It needs to be open for a couple seconds.
Oh, Two Family Homestead, you're the best.
So,
Hi, Alice Hagen. How are ya?
all right.
79% recipes downloaded. Hold
All right.
Oh, give me my phone.
Da, da,
Oh, no, it's almost there. It's at 85.
I feel like I'm going to do a little song and dance for y'all.
90.
Stop eating
All right,
that.
right here. I have it.
And we're going. Okay,
Okay.
I got it.
All right. So what you're gonna do, Kate, is we need the 7 Up.
We're getting all of our stuff together,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
1 white box cake mix. No.
This is how we get it done in the Goin Batty clan.
Oh gosh.
We get our phones out and we start standing them up and things.
There you go.
go.
Ah!
Okay. So
That's all right.
Kate, you're gonna need put the cake mix in here.
In here?
Yep.
Extra moist.
Yes.
Moist.
Boy, I got to get in there so I can see what you guys are doing. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Any family traditions from the Goin Batty? Yes, we have a couple of family traditions that we like to do, and they all revolve around food.
Calm down. Sit down and drink that.
Pudding.
And Watergate cake is one of those family traditions,
Are
but
they talking like Christmas or Thanksgiving?
a little bit of both, I think.
Well,
They're just
we have,
making conversation.
We have hide and seek Jesus.
Oh yeah, hide and seek
Christmas.
Jesus. That's a fun one.
Yeah, we take the baby Jesus from the nativity scene, and the day before Christmas, we'll put him in a little gift box because he was the gift to all of us, and we'll hide him. And whoever finds baby Jesus, they get to read the Christmas story.
Yep.
And they get to be the person that passes out gifts this
And
year.
Miles, he has won 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
It is embarrassing.
There he
Someone
is.
who's like 4 years older than him.
So
There you
while you're doing that, I'm gonna
It'd be good
separate.
to move.
I know. I'm not in your. What was it? Jack called it
The blood
zone.
circle.
The blood zone.
The blood
The
circle.
blood circle.
Okay, so what are you doing there, Kate?
I'm pouring the cake mix and the pudding into the bowl.
Now listen, I know there's a lot of folks that are homesteaders out there that are going to judge us for using packaged cake, but let me tell you, it's 99 cents or less.
89 cents.
And it is well worth it to get the Watergate cake made.
And this
Yeah.
was 68 cents.
So-
So,
Alright,
it was
so-
pretty cheap.
Gina, here you.
Unless
can
there's
eat
cheaper,
the
I guess.
Awesome. We are very excited about the holidays, and I'll be honest with you, there's some things that we do that I just absolutely love. We will pack the kids in cars and we will go driving and look at Christmas lights. Down in Lebanon, where great things come from, is the Christmas farm.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of Christmas lights there that we just walked through last year. I think Niederman's is down in Cincinnati, and then of course Clifton Mills. So we'll drive around and look at amazing Christmas lights. I mean, just beautiful stuff.
That's
We
my
also
favorite color.
we
One package. Read your directions.
Sorry, it said pudding and it didn't say how many boxes.
It
of
does.
pudding.
It says one box.
uh-oh, gotta read the directions.
No, it says and pudding together.
That but up here, one box. You have to have one of those for the icing, honey.
Ooh, good thing that she stopped me before I put the second one in.
We're teaching. That's important.
Yes.
So here's the, I guess the traditions for the Goin Batty family are doing things like this, cooking together.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to the parade in Lebanon or not, but that sounds like a lot of fun. And would love to. But I think the best part about our family traditions is it includes our kids learning how to cook, learning how to do stuff. Go ahead, kid. And training them up, training them up how to cook, teaching them the ways of the cooking force, if you will. these are things that we think are important and things that we like to do. So.
But and we also do it like the cookie and candy making is done with my grandmother and my mom and my aunt.
And guys
so
are
it's
And
like
then all of our kids. And then all the kids.
it's like 4 generations of kids.
Except guys
Yeah.
aren't allowed.
No, guys aren't allowed.
But
No.
we do enjoy showing our kids how to continue to be lifelong learners, you know, and that's important. So this is a part of the process that you guys don't see. It's kind of behind the scenes
Alright, so
where we're
here,
training
gonna
people
put
up.
oil.
So when it says oil mix and oil mix,
Yeah.
does that mean it's...
You're gonna mix all this stuff together. You don't have to mix it separately.
Yes.
So there. All right. So there's your oil.
So does
That
it mean
goes
that
in
I
there.
pour it in there,
Yes.
stop, then pour it in there?
Yes.
Okay. So do it.
Is it a
turn it
slow
on?
drizzle or is it
No, she just put it in there.
Do I turn it on?
Nope. You don't have to turn it on.
just pour it in?
And then this cake has 7-Up in it. And I told Katie, you don't have to turn it on.
It says mix, and then turn it on.
Pour it all in.
Okay.
I'm telling you, sweetie, you don't have to do this.
Huh.
Okay.
And
I was
That's funny.
telling Katie that my grandmother, when she made this cake, she would, she never bought like the off-brand of 7-Up. She always bought 7-Up. So when we were buying stuff for it, I'm like, no, we're not buying the off-brand. We have to buy.
We got to buy
7-Up.
actual 7-Up. That's part of it. Yep.
I was supposed to pour it in with the cake mix,
Yep.
right? Okay,
Mhm.
good. It's gonna be like if it wasn't,
One thing
it's too late.
One thing that's kind of foundational
Mix
to
it.
Christmas for us,
Egg whites.
and I'm going to turn it around here while they're doing that. One of the things that we do every
All right, go ahead.
Christmas morning is Heather makes monkey bread.
Monkey bread.
And yes, you probably should have heard Angel singing at that point. This monkey bread will not just engage you, it will like lead you into a whole new level of food. I mean, it is just incredible. And she does a great job at it. They're doing some stuff behind the scenes. Let me turn around so you can see it. There you go. What are you guys adding now?
We're adding the pecans to it.
Pecans.
Okay. It might have a little more than.
Mike, you are a good student, man. Actually, you're a pretty good cook. You're better than I am.
Yep.
I think Tara's done well at teaching you all that you know. Move your arm, sweetheart. There we go. Love the kitchen shade. Do you know where to buy the kitchen shade that's behind me? No, I don't know. I forget where we got that. So.
We bought that probably 12 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been up in that window for a long time. So yeah, our monkey bread, Heather's monkey bread, I think we need to do a video on when it comes closer to the holidays because that's just ridiculous. I mean, I can't even put into the words how amazing her monkey bread is. It's just one of those incredible things, you know. I'm cooking Mexican food. I don't need much help. There you go.
The other thing is the Christmas punch that I made.
Yeah. Yeah. Christmas. Oh, that is good. I forgot all about the Christmas punch. Not a physical punch, but a drink.
No, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is good
like
stuff.
Non-alcoholic, so
Yeah.
everyone can
So-
have
But
it.
you could. I mean, if you did want to spice it up, you could.
mix
I want to
But
make sure.
yeah.
'cause
Okay.
I've had a couple.
can I
times
get
where I've had, like,
a shot of it real quick,
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah, where I've
so
had,
that
like,
everybody can see what we're
cooked
doing.
egg in my brownies that I
Okay,
don't.
here we go.
Yeah. So see, it's got because of the 7-Up in it. It's kind of fluffy.
Yeah.
Actually, Kate, I think you need to beat this a little longer.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's got some of that egginess to it. Hold that.
Don't want raw. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a
We're
couple
gonna
times
we're gonna
where
put it back in
Yeah,
there.
you need to do it on a higher speed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Awesome. Thanks for troll slaying, Claire. Appreciate you. Awesome. It's alive! Look at that thing go. Hey, Bandana Grandma got a new one. How about that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love Bandana Grandma, guys. If
Okay.
you haven't checked her channel
So
out,
that's
get over
Is
better.
that
there.
better?
Yep.
Here, let me scrape off the thingy.
The thing.
Or not.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Now do I?
Can I
in
come
here?
over on the other side now?
Yep.
So I can see.
Because I'm right-handed.
Sorry, guests can see
Unlike.
what's going down. Alright, so this is the cake batter. No problem. I apologize for. Oh, stop. You guys are awesome. Living like Claire, I am so excited for you guys and your farm and everything that you've been doing. Man, it just looks incredible. It just looks like you guys are having an amazing time. I love grandma, but I don't do tofu. No,
Oh,
no.
was she making tofurkey?
Was she making tofu turkey? That's right.
That sounded.
I bet she has a daughter that's vegan.
Yeah. Do you spread that batter out, Kate? How does that look? How does that work?
I wanted to spread it out because it was all
She will
clumped
spread it
on
out.
this
Oh, just not
side
yet,
of the
huh?
pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not.
So she's gonna spread it out.
Oh, now I spread it out.
Yeah, now you spread it out.
Yeah. The amount of time and energy that we spend doing all of these holiday cooking treats is well worth it, so that we can come together as a family and enjoy hanging out with one another, right?
Yeah. I love getting together with my cousins and the ladies in my family and making all the candy. Like, I think last time I was a little late because I was doing something. I can't remember what I was doing. I was doing something. And I got to help make Buckeyes, and that was a interesting experience because we kept laughing the entire time.
Sarah was making Buckeyes too.
Oh,
my 5-year-old niece, she was helping make Buckeyes too, and she just had chocolate. And her mom asked her, she's like, "Are you licking your hands and then making the Buckeyes and then licking your hands?" And she's like, "No." And she's got chocolate all over her.
It looks like war paint.
Yeah,
She's got it on.
I think my daughter's not being honest. Okay, I gotta lose the jacket to wash some dishes.
Yep, and it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it's getting a little warm. So.
That's why
All
I
right,
took off.
so go ahead and put that in there. You gotta not wash it. You have
Where's it going?
It's going in the oven.
Oh, it's going into the oven.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Usually we have a cleaner stove. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, I gotta wash all that stuff.
All right. How long does it cook for, Kate?
30 to 35 minutes. So we'll check it.
30 to 35 minutes.
All right. Very cool. So what's some of your guys' family traditions on the live chat? What do you guys do for Thanksgiving Day? Is there a crew of you going hunting? Is there a crew of you doing some of those kinds of things? What are some of the things that you guys do in the live stream?
So when I get this washed, I'll wash the bowl and then we'll make the frosting. Okay.
Okay. They play cards after dinner. We play cards after dinner and tell old stories. Yep. We play a game called Hands and Feet. We play a game called Ticket to Ride, which we've told you guys about.
Ticket to Ride's a good
we're
game.
trying a new game. Jonathan may go hunting, and Dad and I are gonna cook. Wow, that sounds like fun. Euchre, two-family homestead. I would love to play euchre with two-family homestead. That would be so awesome.
I'm awful at euchre.
We love Hand and Feet, says Living on a Dime. Let me switch to my computer.
All right, let me have a bowl.
Let me see. We play with our grandparents. Let's see. Love the your shirt on Katie's apron. She needs a climb to look like Liz. Yes, absolutely.
What?
I don't know. I'm so impressed with you, Katie. I didn't start cooking till I was 15, and when someone would try to tell me I was doing something wrong, I didn't have such a humble response as you did. Really shows. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Can you
Do what?
You're gonna need to find a towel and dry this, okay? Because it needs to be.
It needs to be super dry.
completely dried out.
Go ahead and put that down and go look for one.
But there's none clean. That's the problem.
How can there be none clean? We've been doing
Use
laundry
paper
for
towels,
the last
sweetheart.
3 days.
Okay. Good.
Well, what our boys and what our family does, I won't blame it on the boys, but what our family does is they take a dish towel, they use it once, and then they throw it down those steps right behind that door to be washed. And they don't use it more
They
than
don't
once.
even bother to use the laundry chute, which annoys me because then you have to like step on dirty towels once you get on the bottom of the stairs.
The trials and tribulations of a big sister. My 3 were in the kitchen from the time they could walk. Always had a stool for them as well as their own.
Oh, do you remember Jack? The one year I made monkey bread, and he had that little tiny stool that used to be yours. It would go from a stool and then it would flip into a little teeny tiny chair.
Oh yeah.
And he would sit right here and watch the bread bake.
Oh, he would stay warm right there.
Yeah,
I'm telling
he
you.
loved it. That was his favorite thing. He watched the monkey bread.
And then when we were younger, me and Max used to roll him into the kitchen.
Yeah,
that was when he was really little.
Yep.
That was before he could walk, and so they wanted him to be with them, and so they just rolled him.
We rolled him everywhere.
They rolled him like a log.
Would sit in front of the TV. My oldest grandson would sit and watch in front of the TV and watch the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade. And so I gave him the bread to tear up for stuffing. That's good. Jeannie, our daughter, living on Dime, says loves cinnamon rolls with the Macy's Parade too. Oh yeah, that sounds really good.
We like Big Family Homestead's cinnamon rolls. I make them.
Oh, you
but
do.
I never wake up early enough to make them for breakfast, and I never do it late at night. So usually we have cinnamon rolls for lunch.
Gotta feed the zoo. Thanks for the great time. God bless you all and viewers. Thank you so much for joining us, Aussie Off Grid. So glad to see you guys. And thanks for joining our stream. We'll just be on for a few more minutes while we finish up this live stream and hanging out with you guys. We have quite a few things that we're excited about. I lost my train of thought, so there you go.
We're gonna so Katie, did you get the?
Yeah. Do I make the icing?
It's all dry.
Yeah, we can make the icing now.
I gotta turn on.
So I'll help you with that.
Very cool.
I add a packet of pistachio ice cream to it. Not ice cream. Pudding.
Yes,
Now
and we're going to use the whisk for this one.
The whisk. I love the whisk.
The whisk is awesome.
The whisk is awesome. It makes whipped cream, and whipped cream is my favorite.
Where is it? There it is. There's the nub.
Wait, do we need to make up some of this?
What? No, we make it up. Get off my apron!
It's not me.
That's not good.
The dog has pulled my apron off and is laying in it.
I don't really have that problem.
Goin Batty, do you have beard hats for toddlers?
I do have beard hats for
We have fallen behind on our website stuff horribly.
And getting in my sewing area.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have beard hats for toddlers. Yep.
Yes, we do. And how much? Do you know how much we're selling those for?
I don't know. It's on the website. I think it's either like 12 or 15.
Are we going to be using this, or are we going to be using Cool Whip?
We're going to be using that.
Okay. So then...
I can't exactly remember what price it is. They'll have to go to the Goin Batty website because I put so much stuff up there and there's different prices for things and stuff like that. So how much milk do you need, sweetie?
I need 1.5 cups of cold milk, not warm milk.
Cold milk.
Cold milk.
The color pistachio icing, pudding is my favorite.
Pistachio ice cream is not what you think it is.
No, it's wasabi.
It's wasabi.
Well, that's what Maynard says.
Yeah, if you guys do head over to the Black Friday sale, by all means, make sure that the Goin Batty logo is up in the corner where you can get some awesome deals. And we've got some. I'm just telling you, the Black Friday sale for Thrive Life has things that are 25% off, some things that are simply 15% off. Other things that are 35% off, and then other things that are 50% off. So you got to check that out.
There was a bunch of dust that flew in my face.
Oh, okay. Was that the?
It's right after.
Okay.
It's right
so
after.
You said 1.5 cups.
1.5 cups of cold milk.
Cold milk.
Not hot milk, cold milk, or lukewarm milk. It's cold milk.
Okay. Here you go.
There we go. And I don't have to.
You don't have to have it on?
Beat first 3 ingredients together.
Yep, and you're going to let that go for a while because you want it super duper fluffy.
So it's going to get loud in here for a little bit, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I almost turned it on before I put it up.
Oops, that would have made a mess.
Ready, set, go.
This machine isn't as loud as some of the other ones we used to have. Let me turn this around a little bit while we're doing that. I'm going to come out here and go to the other room so that you guys can hear a little bit. I want to show off some of the things that my family's been working on, and they have done a great job of getting our house set up for Christmas. So check this out. Look at that, huh? Is that not awesome or what? Heather did this sled today that you see right here. And then this is our Christmas tree that we have up. Yes, it's up before Thanksgiving. What's up? And then the mantle, we've got some more things to do, but man, it just looks so homey and welcoming in here. Heather did such a great job. This is her little, I'm gonna shoot down here because I wanted you to see her little village that we enjoy.
Oh no, one of my skaters fell over.
Yep. And so
in the lamppost.
there's even trash in your town. Look at that litter.
I know.
Can you believe someone would litter in your village?
I know.
Yep. And this is another tradition too. I mean, we joke about it, but we put our Christmas tree up early, and it's a part of who we are and what we do, and it's just a lot of fun. And oh, you got to see this. This is the bane of my existence. Heather always jokes about my cat. But look at this thing. Look at that. It's like, what in the world? She's been there for hours, folks. She's been there for hours. I tell you, she's a good dog, though. Good pup, aren't you? That's Gina, the dog. If you haven't seen her before, she is the laziest pooch you'd ever meet, but she's awesome. She helped us rake leaves today. It was pretty awesome. Let's head back in the kitchen and see what's going on back there, you guys. Over here. I'm sorry I'm flinging you around. I don't mean to. It's a little hard to navigate with this tripod. So, we're back in here. What are you working on, Heather?
We're working on the frosting, and it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. So we're going to add some Cool Whip to it, because I was afraid that was going to happen.
It tastes good though.
It does taste good.
Cool, let's get in there and check it out here.
That is my favorite color. It's
you
so
see it?
calming. Nothing says I love
Gina
you.
finally realized that the egg yolks were in her bowl.
I saw that.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, sorry, guys.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
That looks
Do we need
good.
to scrape the sides of the bowl down?
I'm going to go ahead and... Here. Sorry, sweetie.
Noah's Ark just said, wee! Yeah, it is very delicious. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Watergate cake is a newfound favorite of mine, and I'm not a huge cake person.
Oh,
but,
no, Kevin doesn't like cake usually. And
But,
I made this, and
you know.
he's like,
He's,
okay.
He's like strictly a pie and brownie and cookie person. He
I
doesn't
love
really like anything.
blueberry pie. I love pumpkin pie. I love pecan pie.
Apple pie.
I like the crispy cinnamon, you know, where the cinnamon clumps up and the sugar.
You mean the
but
streusel
apple
topping?
Pie. Yeah, that. Oh man, that's amazing.
Okay, so... let's see.
So yeah, again, I don't know if this will make it to tomorrow. But
Yes, it will. All right, so we have to
That's
put
good.
that in the refrigerator.
That's good
But
stuff.
the only problem is we're running out of room in our refrigerator.
writing all this down so I know what to bring with us for euchre night. That sounds awesome. I'll tell you what.
So let's
Two family, you want to get together, you are always welcome in the Goin Batty clan.
excuse me. Sorry guys. I'm gonna put my stuff back.
She has it organized up there, folks.
Yep.
Don't mess with the organization. It's one of the biggest conversations we have about with the kids is about how to keep. Oh, hey,
Sorry
hey,
about that.
Yeah, so we're
right.
turn it around so we can talk
turn
to
it
people.
around so we can talk to people. All right.
Yes.
One more. There it
it
goes.
is.
All right.
All right, so I've been trying to get my kitchen organized so that everything is above, like they all have stations. So like this cabinet's my baking station, that's my serving station, my knives are here, my mixing stuff is here, but I don't have quite enough cabinet space yet to put like my pots and pans over by the stove because I don't have any cabinets there. And it's funny because I've been watching a lot of these old videos like from the 40s and 50s of how they set up, because this house was built in 1949.
Yep.
And how they would set up their kitchens, and it made so much sense how they did it. And like where our stove is over here right by the sink, right by the door, it doesn't make any sense to be there because when you open the oven door, nobody can come in through the door.
Two family homestead said they just bought a ham for tomorrow and it's refrigerating out in the front step.
That's funny.
Well, that's the beauty of wintertime, isn't it? Is you
Yes.
just throw that stuff outside and it stays cool, huh?
Yeah. So and I told Kevin, I said I would like to the stove originally was over where the refrigerator is, and because there's a gas line there, and it used to be a gas stove. And I told him, I said I would love nothing more than to move the refrigerator back over here and put the stove there, put another set of cabinets over there, have all my cooking stuff there, then I can have all my spices right by it, and I'm just trying to figure out how to make it work.
You know what I hear? Better get busy, Kevin.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, well, I hear that a little bit too. Well, I did, you know, I've done stuff like that before. I'm not sure I could do it again. And this is time for a good cleaning of the house to make sure everybody stays. Donna Terry says, Kevin, get to work. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to be a busy man.
I still have yet to put my sewing area back in place after the cleaning of the pipes, if you will. That sounds weird.
Yeah, where you snake the pipes.
Where you snake the pipes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like that.
Gross.
That was gross. We actually had to deal with some of that mess today. It was gross. It was out in the garage. I didn't realize we didn't clean up the honey. I didn't realize we didn't clean up the snake.
I went grocery shopping.
And so when we went out to the garage,
did it have a big chunk of grossness?
it had a huge, massive hair clog on the end of it. It was disgusting.
That's always
Yeah, it was
fun.
gross. It was nasty. My boys were like, Dad, what are you gonna do? And I just touched it.
I forgot something.
Oh, what happened?
Well, in our stuffing, I totally forgot.
What'd you do?
this. I forgot to put the potatoes in it.
Oh, jeez.
Mother,
What in the world? Let's go back over here so that Heather can show us what she's doing here.
So my family, I think, is the only. Get out of my way, please. The only people that I know that put potatoes in their stuffing. So I had some that I had peeled and just kind of cubed up, but the potatoes go in it.
Well, how could we forget that?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you already have sausage in it, so you lost. I've already lost. You know, I've already given up and moved on to something else. Gluten free said goodbye to me like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is I have backed off of the bread stuff, and the itchiness and stuff has kind of tempered itself. It's just difficult when I'm sick.
Yeah.
So it's been
so
good.
That is in there now. Okay. So then we have to organize the refrigerator so I can fit everything in.
Need a replacement
So-
creamer? Try.
Throwing things all over the place.
Yeah, there's some stuff I can't read. It's going by too quick on the live chat, but we have frequently used the truth of the car. I don't know what that means. I got to be in the live stream to understand where that's going.
Kate, do you know where the lemon foil is?
It's right here.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
It's that big shiny thing on the there. Yeah. So that is going to be ready for tomorrow. That looks awesome.
So we have like the world's tiniest refrigerator for a family the size that we have. So I have to really kind of finagle things to make it work.
Look at my daughter.
I'm eating the whipped cream. Can you give me a Clorox wipe? They spilled tea all over the inside of them.
See, I don't think
And that is on live right there. That's on YouTube. There you go. Our sons will drink tea and they'll spill it all over the place.
Spill it all over the inside of the fridge.
All right. We do have a grill outside. If so, put it there for the night. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a real good idea. That's a very smart idea. That's right.
It won't even bother me.
I don't know.
The animals won't get into it either.
The homeless guys might take it.
Well, like they'll look
She
at
has
my
a point.
for it.
We've had some interesting. Kevin needs to make big families cold and flu tonic. I love their tonic. And Heather makes this stuff. And what is it? Honey, lemons, and
That's
ginger.
Recipe.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
All right. So we need to move some stuff around.
Use the car trunk as an extra fridge in the winter. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. You guys got great ideas. I love that. That's hilarious.
I think we like lost a jar of salsa in our car once, and then we found it, and it was still good.
It's perfectly fine. We fully refrigerated it. I think that's the beauty of having cold weather is you can really expand your refrigeration because we just don't have a lot of room, and that goes back to why we do the Thrive Life thing because we have a lot of food that we're able to store that way.
One thing that goes bad really quickly in our house is broccoli, and when we have it with Thrive Life, it doesn't go bad as quickly, and we can stretch it out longer.
That's right.
Max
That's right.
would eat it like potato chips.
Yeah. That is interesting because Katie snacks on the corn, and Max will eat the broccoli. And then when it's time for whatever we make those things with, it's not there.
The broccoli for me, if you don't rehydrate it, it tastes like it's a green vegetable.
Well, it is a green vegetable.
Yeah,
That's all that's in it.
Any kid would know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
It tastes like a green vegetable.
Uh-oh. We're losing power.
We're losing power.
We're losing power. How much longer on our cake do you think?
It's got 12 minutes.
Here,
Awesome.
So we're not going to be able to show them that.
We probably won't be able to stay on the rest of the night, but I just wanted to show you one quick thing. We'll say goodbye here in just a second, but this is because we have a small refrigerator. My wife finds herself like this, getting ready to try to stack everything inside. So
playing Tetris.
it's not quite cold enough outside down in Dayton for us to store things like a refrigerator outside. I don't know how cold it is outside, actually. Katie, do you have your phone? Could you look up the temperature outside? And who knows if it'll be cold enough. I'm sure it'll be pretty cold tonight, but I love the wintertime. I love Thanksgiving.
31 and partly cloudy.
Well, you can just throw it in the car, Heather.
31?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I got that. The only thing is this is that chicken stock that I made out of that scrawny chicken of ours, and I'm not sure. I tasted it the other day.
It doesn't taste right?
It doesn't taste right.
Is we might have had a chicken go bad in the freezer.
Yeah.
Heather made bone broth, and I think it went bad, so...
Yeah, I think the chicken...
Why don't we get rid of it then?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put the setup? Just
Deal with the... deal with that first, and let's take that outside and pour it along the fence line.
okay.
If that's bad, we don't need to keep it.
Yeah, I don't want to poison anyone with it.
We had a few carcasses left from the chickens that we raised, and I think that some of them are good and some of them aren't so good. So we're not going to risk it and just get rid of that bone broth. But Heather already has a pretty good back stock of bone broth, and it's better safe be sorry. Some of these things just don't turn out maybe the way that you hope they do. When you raise livestock and you go to butcher them, you have to be real sure that you're doing it the right way. And so whenever there's a question for us, we just get rid of it. We don't take any chances with that stuff. There's no reason to. Like I said before, it would be awesome if we could do our own chickens, but Dayton hasn't made that happen. We did. Well, I think I already mentioned that we did have one underground chicken person in Dayton contact us. We have a underground chicken guy who does chickens, even though it's not 100% legal. And so he was willing to give us a tour, and we're not going to support that kind of thing, but it is going to be interesting to see what he's doing, and I think he's going to invite us over to see that. So it'll be interesting. But wow, it got down to -2 in Wisconsin this morning. Yikes! Bundle up, Buttercup. That is cold.
I bet Claire's missing the warm Ohio weather.
I think you're right, man.
Because Claire was always cold.
Yeah. Yep.
Like even in the summertime, Claire was cold.
That's right. I hope the animals are faring well. That's pretty cold for all the awesome farm animals you guys got.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, Mom, do you want to come over here and say goodnight to all these fine, awesome people? She's kind of cleaning as she goes here, guys. Because
all of the bread that I threw everywhere.
Yeah, and her phone is sitting in water, so I'm going to grab it out.
Okay.
Look at that. Her iPhone is sitting in water. My wife got distracted. Can you hand me a paper towel, sweetheart? We are going to pause real quick and wipe off Heather's iPhone because that could get gross. But we are going to pause and say goodnight. We're so grateful that you guys joined us. We love this awesome homestead community. Thank you so much for coming around us and being a part of our cheese.
I'm photobombing.
Being a part of our live stream. We can't tell you what it means to us that you're watching our videos and cheering us on. We want to continue to learn, and we want to continue to put out fun videos, and we need your help to do that. So by all means, feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Leave comments down there, and check out Goin Batty Thrive Life on Facebook. And the Goin Batty store.
If you're looking for a beard hat for your toddler, or if you're looking for a hat and scarf for yourself, or like one of those blanket scarves. I've done one of those. I have a poncho I just finished that I need to get put up there.
We have some
So,
rugs.
We have some rugs that I
You
did.
put up there.
Katie has
Rag
an
rugs.
apron or two
Yeah.
on there. Yeah, we need to take a picture of your egg collecting apron that she did. That
The new
one's
one
really
that I
cute.
made.
Yeah.
It is a very pretty apron, yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. You are very well loved. We look forward to the next couple of days with our family. You guys have a blessed day. Let me pray for us, and then we'll jump off here, okay? Father God, I thank you so much for this amazing homestead community. Each and every one of them is a blessing to our life. We lift up this season and all the things that are going on in this season. We ask for your hand of protection over all the families that are going to be gathering. And Lord, we pray that we would have an attitude of gratitude toward the things that you've given us. We lift up all these things in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Goin Batty. Anything to add, my love?
Nope. More updates as we go.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great
Bye.
weekend. Happy Thanksgiving.